Check, check. 1, 2.
Whoa.
Oh. Hello. Hey. Y'all didn't hear that. Oh, we live now. What up, y'all, man? It's your boy Kris KeyZ, man. Welcome back to the channel.
Okay.
We just trying some new stuff, man. I thought I'll be trying to open up with this live stream. Forewarning, what's it called? Disclosure up ahead. We still figuring this live stream out. So if it glitches or something like that, just leave in the chat a comment below. But I thought it would be cool to open up and, man, give y'all behind the scenes look of some stuff we do, and also give y'all a look at Warm Audio Studio and just what we do, man. We just gonna conversate a little bit, man. I'm here with my boy Andre.
What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody?
What's up, man? Andre, you had a busy day. See, he didn't know he was gonna be in here. See, he had probably been in here about 8 hours today, working 4 hours.
Probably about a good 3 to 4. Not too much. Not too much. Then I worked today.
So all right, so let's just chop it up. So you recorded 3-4 hours today?
Yeah.
Is that a light day?
That's
a normal
light.
day?
That's pretty light.
That's light.
That's light.
3-4 hours. Because guys, I still I really want you guys to get a scenes of a bigger major studio versus a home studio. So we just really comparing two. It's no wrong way. There's a lot of hit records that come either way, but some people want to know, like, hey, I've never been to a bigger studio, major studio. How do they record? Is it all day? Do y'all record? I hear Jay-Z don't write. Do I not supposed to write? Whatever. So we got a real professional singer in here. I mean, he can go through all the stuff he did. But get back. So you did a 4-hour recording session today.
About a good, I don't want to over-exaggerate it. I think about 3 hours.
Give or take.
About three good hours. But yeah, we
got
did.
Lori behind them. She
Four?
gonna get on the camera.
4,
too.
okay, I did 4.
She like shaking her head. Like,
I did 4. But we did like 2 songs, just writing and writing. And that's what I love to do. I love to write. I love singing. I love arranging harmonies and all that stuff. So I could be here all day and probably could skip a meal and won't even know I didn't eat until it's done.
Did y'all start from scratch? Or this was kind of like
one was from scratch, and then one was what we worked on previous. But
okay.
yeah.
So y'all just pulled up a beat and
went for it. Went for what we
have
knew.
The lyrics written down?
No.
Okay, so you gotta see. We're trying to break down. Okay, so you did 2 songs. We're gonna give. He said 3 hours, but we're gonna give you an extra hour, 4 hours. So you can actually do 2 songs in 4 hours with no lyrics. You don't know did you know what the beat gonna sound like at least?
I knew one of the beats because we worked on it previously, but the other beat I ain't have a clue. Didn't know nothing.
Like, how does, for somebody that's tuning in, that's want to be an artist, record, like, how do you get to that point? Because, I've worked with artists in the studio, and, man, I'm pretty sure some of you guys out there, but, man, they be like 5. It takes them a while to record 1 song, and here it is, you could do 2 songs in a couple hours. Like, how do you get to that point?
Discipline, practice. You just ain't gonna walk in the studio and just do it. You gotta put yourself in the atmosphere to learn how to record quick and how to write quick, and also work on your ear. So it doesn't take all day to give you a part. Once somebody can just give you a note and you got it right there, and you just run with it. Cause time is money. People need these songs quick. So if you struggle with that, work on that. There's always room for improvement. I'm always looking for new ways to improve my craft and to strive to be the best that I could be. And I'm gonna always keep pushing my pen. I can write that lyric better. I can arrange this harmony better. I can write a better song or whatever. I'm gonna always try to push myself because music don't stop. The music is the drive, man. God put this gift in me, and it won't let me sleep until it's right.
Right.
That's my problem. I'm a perfectionist.
Are you hard on yourself?
Very.
Very.
They had to tell me to chill because I will re-record a part at least 50, 11 times. They say, Dre, that's enough. You got 72 tracks on here. Chill, man. I don't know how to chill. It got to be right or we wasting time. If it ain't right, we wasting time.
But like, as an engineer, producer myself, like, it's hard for guys like you to record sometimes. And this is a respectful thing because you're so damn good. Like, what you want to re-record, it'll be like, nah, man, that was it, bro. Because sometimes it's like the best thing we've ever heard sometimes. So it's like how do you know when it's? I guess you would know, but how do you know when it feels?
When I can't pick at it.
Okay.
When I literally can't pick at it, I go from note for note. Okay, that's right. Okay, we're gonna leave it alone.
Okay.
And then if I pick at it anymore, it's just never gonna get done. So I'm learning to just say, leave it alone.
Now,
It's right.
Now, we still on this 4 hours, and I'm juicing a lot out of him right now. Like, he was really probably about to go home and grab some food or something.
I was going to go to another rehearsal, and I still got to go.
You still got to go.
I still got to go.
So, like, because some people think, creating a song is easy. Oh, I got in and got out. But it really does take a lot of work sometimes, you know. Like, how do you build up even the work ethic to even stay and sing for that amount of time? You know, your vocals don't dry out, you go hoarse. Like, you're finna go to another rehearsal, so you basically been singing. This is a full-time job. I mean, you work somewhere else, so you're singing 6 to 8 hours a day. That's a job.
Yeah.
How do you do that and still come back to the studio tomorrow and be effective because people are paying you to be here? Like,
go to sleep.
I mean, you go to sleep. I mean,
you gotta go to bed and drink water.
I was finna say, the water. And you need some tea. Like, what's the remedies for singers out there?
Water, tea. Gotta lay back off that smoking and eating cheese.
Stay off the weed.
Stay off, please, singers. We gotta stay off of what they call it, the electric cigarettes and all that, the little flavor smoke. Yeah, gotta stay off of that. Drink water. Exercise. Me and the gym gonna go back together. We going out again next week after the snowstorm. We gonna link back up with the gym.
So all those elements do help play a role.
Yeah.
In it. Okay.
Being overall healthy and just being diligent at your craft and just keep working at it, man. That's how you do it.
Okay.
And the more that you train your throat or your vocals to be strong, the less you get hoarse.
So y'all heard me sing at the beginning, man. I can't sing that well, but shout out to Andre. Shout out to Andre, man, for singing, man. Like I said, I'm on my stream, so y'all hear my sound effects going back there. But can I sing? Is it possible for somebody who can't sing to be able to sing one day? Can everybody become a singer?
I don't know if everybody's supposed to be. Everybody can sing.
A true
but
answer.
Everybody can sing, but the real thing, can you reach that level of singing?
Singing. See, I ain't talking about that. I ain't trying to go to like
everybody can. I love you, you love. Everybody can do that.
Okay.
Everybody got a voice. You got a voice, but to be effective, you got. I don't know. It's my personal opinion. You gotta know what you're doing to be effective.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's learned.
How did you learn what you was doing?
Church. My mom and them. And she would just
shout
introduce.
Out to mama.
Yeah, mama. She would just introduce me to the greatest, like the Clark sisters. Then my dad would introduce me to Luther Vandross. Just that's all I studied was the best.
Right.
Aretha and all the real singers.
The real singers.
The real ones. Kim Burrell and all of them. Clarence Clark and all of them. That's all in my DNA. It's just who I am. But yeah, that's how you get good. Listen to the best.
You definitely
for real.
Andre right there. Oh, yeah, man. Shoot, you definitely, and you grew up in the church, right?
Oh yeah, still in there.
Still in the church.
Still in there, man.
Hey, man, shout out to all the singers that grew up in the church. Do some research. You probably know more than me, but I think like most of the R&B the singers, not the singers, but the singers
come from church.
Jasmine
Sullivan, straight out the church.
Can you
Joe,
give them
straight out.
Tank came from the church.
Joe, Tank, Aretha, all them cats. Came out the black church. That's where the soul come from, the black church. Don't get it twisted. It's from the black church. It's from the melanin, man. It is what it is.
So the moral of the story is, I hope to see y'all on Sunday.
Yeah, get there.
That's why a lot
of y'all ain't singing good because you ain't in the pews, man. You got to get in the pews, man.
Yeah, man.
And get some training.
Where you going?
Get some discipline.
We just.
Man, I got to go.
Okay. Man, we're gonna just have people coming through. We, like I said, we live streaming, man. Appreciate you, Andre, for taking 2 seconds, man, just to.
That's a little bit I got for y'all.
I didn't hear it.
Ooh, yeah. That's all I got.
Yeah. Man, man, he can sing, man.
It's a gift from God, y'all. It's a gift from God.
Hey,
I love it.
man.
I'm so grateful he gave it to me.
Hey.
He could have gave this thing to anybody. But he
Gave
said,
it to
I'm going
anybody.
to give it to that big red boy
I'm gonna give it to.
with the Chinese looking eyes. I'm going to give it to him.
What you got coming up, man? Talk to the people before you get out of here, man. Tell them what you're
Man.
working on, what's coming up. If
I'm
you
working
can let
on
them know.
I'm working on all these different projects. I love writing for other artists, and
Tap
that's what I'm
in.
doing. I prayed for it. I said, Lord, I want to be like LaShawn that passed. You remember LaShawn? I forgot his last name. He worked on Brandy album.
LaShawn.
LaShawn.
Yeah, I know.
I forgot his last name that quick, but I know his first name, LaShawn. I said I want to be like him.
Okay.
I want to write, and you know, God been opening up doors for me, and I'm finna finish my own project.
Okay.
And put my best foot forward. You know, we did a live recording in December with the church, and it was beautiful.
Yes.
And then we're working on other products and projects and other genres. And
You want to release some more songs this year?
yes, that's
Okay.
the goal. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it big.
What's your socials out there, man, so they can tap in with you and be ready to drop?
Instagram, I am _Andre Taylor, and then Facebook, Andre Taylor. And you're gonna see me in some red or something. That's gonna be me. You're gonna see this face. But yeah, man, reach out to me, interact with me. It's fun on my social media. I clowns all day. So yeah, just come on and I'm gonna update everybody. We got some things coming up. And stay tuned, stay locked in so you don't get locked out. Huh?
Yeah, stay locked in so you don't get locked out.
Huh? That's a word that'll preach. Yeah. Yeah.
Hello.
All right, y'all gotta go to rehearsal, but man, thank you for having me on the show,
for sure, man.
on the Kris KeyZ
Hey,
Show.
Man, I don't know what we gonna call it. I don't even know the name of the show yet. And
You gotta figure that
I mean,
out.
this is
And then get it copywritten.
This is definitely the
I like
worst
them
place
shoes.
you might want to be tonight, man.
I like them shoes. Yeah, let the Lord use you.
Let them jazz.
Man, them things. I always wanted them
23s on
pair.
my feet.
I always wanted them pair.
Yeah,
And I said, I'm just gonna have to
Come
go
get
to
on
the
the
goal.
camera, man. Who we got? Introduce yourself. You think he gonna just?
All
be
right, y'all, I'm
working?
a dip.
And dip.
Come on, the shoe man right here.
Say, man, we at Warm Audio Studios. Once again, man, welcome back to my channel. It's your boy, Kris KeyZ. Man, we working on this live stream. I'm just giving a behind-the-scenes look at Warm Audio Studios. It's an improv, but I thought I would show you guys, you know, we'll talk about a couple topics, but thought I'd show you guys kind of like what we do at Warm Audio Studios, man. Slide on in here, man. Introduce yourself. What you got going on?
Name's Harry Rivera, audio engineer. You know, just setting up for tomorrow. Got some drums that I'm tracking.
Okay. Make sure they hear you. Make sure they hear you.
Yeah.
So yeah, you might can hold it or patch it on, whatever. So so you setting up some drums tomorrow. So engineer Harry right here is at Warm Studios.
Yeah.
I mean, like, bro, so what type of project are you working engineering on tomorrow?
Tomorrow is a pop alternative. Yeah, alt pop I would call it.
Okay, and you're doing drums tomorrow, right?
Yeah, tracking the drums, yeah.
So in a minute, I'm gonna show y'all like the drums that he tracked, man. Like, how many mics on this one? It's like 10 mics on this
10
one, 12?
10 microphones, yeah.
So I was asking her earlier, because I engineer, and, you know, for guys that, like, we've been doing this a long time, but to really, I guess, get at this level, and actually, especially an engineer, you almost got to be a sponge. You got to be a geek. You're always learning new things. Technology's always expanding. So I was asking him earlier, you know, like how he was running and plugging everything in, like, and he was showing me a different technique. So tell me, because I don't know how you finish. He was setting everything up through the patch bay, but how are you running all your drums this session?
Well, for this one, I'm going to go straight into Pro Tools, so I got them coming out the mic patch, going directly into the preamp, so I got them running through the 412s.
Okay, so for those that understand but need us to go a little slower, so we have the drum set.
Yeah, so
and we're miking up all the drums, and we'll go through some of the mics here, but we're just giving you a general layout.
So
from there,
let's say for the kick, for example, I got the mic, I have it in the wall, coming out of the mic cable coming out is gonna go into a preamp. Then out of the preamp is
which preamp? The 412?
412s, yeah.
Okay.
Then out of there it's gonna go into Pro Tools.
Okay.
And then just same thing for
every single mic.
Yeah.
So hopefully y'all get that. We'll draw a picture and I'll kind of show you guys a layout later. But but you're doing something different. You're going through a distressor, right? Or what were you going through?
Yeah, that's the plan. I'm gonna have the kick and the snare running through a distressor. Well, with the kick and the snare, I'm gonna have it running through the console 1st. Well, preamp first, then the console. Then it's gonna go out the console into the distressor, and then come out of the distressor and just move all. Yeah.
I got you. I got you. So what made you go like when you're miking up or running these sessions, are they all the same? Like every time I set up a drum, every time you set up a drum, are you miking it up fairly similar, the same, or is it sound
similar? Because I like certain tones that come out of certain mics. So
And what mics? Do you remember like all the mics that you used like on this one?
I got the D12.
This is the good part right here. Like I'm still learning all these mics that Warm Audios have. Shout out to Warm Audio on all their mics. But my bad, Harry.
Yeah. So I got 2 mics going into the kick. I got the 47 as a kick out, and then I got the D12 as a kick in, and then for the snare I have the W14 for the snare bottom and the M80 for the snare top. And then I got the 421s for the toms, and then I got the 87s for the overheads.
Gotcha. Man, that's a pretty consistent set. Is that something that you've kind of like just established over the years, or you got from somebody else, or it's like you just want to master this setup and then move forward?
I got that setup from an engineer that I used to work for. So, and then he was a big drummer. So, pretty much just been watching him for the couple years, and then just implemented it myself and did the tweaks I wanted to do just to see what were working. Yeah.
I had a question, a debate, or a little topic that's been going on a little bit. And since you're an engineer, you would definitely be able to work with me on this one. So, as you can see, let me go to my next one. And thank you guys once again for tuning in. I'm working on this live stream, so if there's anything glitching up, but y'all can see the next topic is Pro Tools still the king? That's been like a hot topic right now. Is Pro Tools still the industry standard? So y'all have kind of heard my take on things. My overall take was I felt like we kind of have to break it down into 2 parts. For the major side, Pro Tools is still king, and you get on this too, man. Like we're talking about, is Pro Tools still the king?
Nope.
I feel like if you broke it down to 2 sections instead of king, all right, I'll give you my 2-second history of my history on it. So if you go back, Pro Tools started back in like the 80s, 84, 85, right? And you got to think the 90s till early 2000, like 80 to 90% of all the music came through the major labels, right? So you're talking about like none of the music was really independent. We didn't have access to it. So the standard was whatever the majors was. And the standard through all those studios was Pro Tools at the time, because they were the first to come out with the 16-channel digital recording, and then I think the 24 later. And it was expensive. It was like 10 grand. So we didn't have that, right? So moving forward to 2002 and on up, so the last 20 years, it's been way more accessible for home studios, the average guy, the independent guys, to start making music. So that's why I kind of split the line was, okay, for the standard, if you come to Warm Audio Studio right now, we still got Pro Tools, right? He just said he's running the session through Pro Tools. That's the standard in my opinion. But if I go and split that to like the independent home studios over the last 20 years, because of affordability, the way we can edit quickly, I don't know if it's still the king on this side of the fence. I don't know if we could split the 2, but that was my take on it. I think because Pro Tools, the price and other stuff, they kind of let some of these other dogs kind of get market share a little bit. Logic, Ableton, Cubase, not Cubase, but I mean, it's a lot. Fruity Loops even sometimes, but I just wanted to hear from some other people. Y'all's take on it, man. And you can take my mic because I want everybody's take. But that's my take on it, man. It's Kris KeyZ, man. Shout out to me on my take. Or y'all can give me the ass sound. Hong Kong. But yeah.
Me personally, Oh lordy. Oh. In regards to Pro Tools, I just like using Pro Tools. That's just a personal.
Because you've used it.
Because I've
for long.
used it.
Yeah.
Before that, I was using Logic.
Right.
But when I was using Logic at the time, they didn't have the same features that they had with Pro Tools. But now over the years,
Yeah,
they're
have it.
getting those features. So it's more affordable.
Mm.
And
What's more affordable?
Logic.
Okay, I was
Logic
gonna
is
say, I was
more.
like,
Logic's
yeah,
more
yeah.
affordable.
$200 for the year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
for
it's
any-
Pro
yeah.
Tools are
And
200
yeah,
for life.
and
Yeah.
and you always get updates, no problem. But with Pro Tools, it's you got to be on a subscription basis.
Yeah.
That's my gripe with Pro Tools. That's why I don't like it. For the fact it's like, okay, I bought it, cool. You're not really buying it. You're borrowing it or
Yeah,
just
facts.
renting
Yeah,
it.
renting it.
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up on. I started with. Who's that? Come in. Who's that? I heard somebody knock. Unless I'm tripping. Oh, but I grew up on GarageBand first.
Yeah.
So GarageBand was like, I was like, dang.
And
like-
not only that, GarageBand is free.
well, no, well, yeah.
It's like a precursor.
It's a yeah. It's like what is it called? Like a tutorial before you get to Logic, basically.
Which is also good.
Yeah, but it was a free version. But what was I finna say? I started in GarageBand and then I went to Ableton's 30-day free trial. That's where I learned to sample, and then I went to FL, and then I went to Logic because I was like, okay, I might as well. Oh, my bad. But yeah, so like I feel like Logic is better. I mean, Pro Tools is industry standard, but so is Logic. I mean, Billie Eilish uses it.
I tried Ableton.
Yeah, Ableton. I'm not gonna lie,
It looks
Ableton is dope. It has
is.
some good stuff.
It's dope.
Like their even their what is it called? Their not their sequencer, but like the racks.
Yeah.
I like the racks the most because so like I don't know, y'all know Platt, but Platt has a drum, so like he has a rack for everything he wants. So like if he wants to go in and like make a beat real fast, he has like all his snares on one rack. So it's like if I want a Detroit snare, if I want like an 80 snare or whatever, it's like he has all these and he can go through them real fast. Like it makes producing way faster. Workflow is crazy. But yeah, like Logic I feel like is better than Pro Tools because it's more user friendly. It's easy. Anybody can record themselves in it. Like Pro Tools, like everybody, you can record yourself and stuff, but like the shortcuts are faster in Logic. I feel like it's just way more user friendly.
Yeah.
It's like fast to the point. I feel like Pro Tools is good sound quality wise and because like mostly for like movie scoring and stuff. Yeah. But you know what's crazy? Logic can do that too now. Yeah. Movie scoring. Yeah. So I feel like it just depends on what you were raised on, I guess, or grew up on. But I don't know. Me personally, I'm gonna pick Logic every time because I know it like the back of my hand. But Pro Tools is cool too. Pro Tools, all right.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Let me see. That's kind of my take, and I'm glad y'all hearing it from like two different other people. This wasn't planned, but that was my take. I was like, really, the standard is whatever you're comfortable with to deliver the best product. You know what I'm saying? Like honestly, like we have Pro Tools, and I think probably, and that's why I say if you go to 10 different studios, 10 different countries, 10 different engineers, what is the one software everybody's probably gonna have? It's probably still gonna be Pro Tools, right? But at the same time, I know Logic better than Pro Tools. I started on Pro Tools like my first few years, so I know Pro Tools. I can get around, but it's like if I did a session today and I had a choice if the artist wasn't picky or something, I might mess around and do that whole session in Logic. You know what I'm saying? And switch it to Pro Tools to mix. Or I might even mix it still in Logic. You know, like that's my opinion though. But.
What was I finna say? I feel like what do you think will be here in the next so. We were talking, we had a session, I believe it was 2 days ago, and they were talking about, like, Pro Tools still has, like, coding and stuff from, like, whenever it was, like, made. Logic is constantly being updated. Like, Pro Tools is being updated, too, but you said you had to pay for it?
It's like a
Subscription base. But, like, I feel like Pro Tools will always be there, right? But, like, I feel like in 10 years, what is everybody going to really be using? I feel like it's going to be Logic. I really do.
Was it Studio One now?
Oh, Studio One now?
I've heard Studio One is really coming up. I haven't messed with it, but I heard it could do everything and it's a lot faster.
Have y'all heard of Soundtrap? It's a website. It's a DAW website, but I don't think they have an app yet. They might have an app, but I've started to meet more people that use that. But it's mostly for like people that don't really know how to use a DAW, I guess, or whatever. But like, I can see Soundtrap within the next 5 years having their own like DAW because it kind of. I mean, I've never used Studio One, but I've heard it's kind of similar to Studio One. I don't know, but I don't know. I've never used Studio One before. But
As long as Logic's still around. Shit.
Logic, as long as Apple's still around, I
Yeah.
feel like Logic is gonna be around. To be honest, so I don't know. But yeah, that'd be a good one.
Have you done the new update? on
Yes, with the stem splitter and stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure. I update it every time.
I haven't
And-
messed with it yet, but yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie, I still like to use. Well, do you? If you're sampling, what do you use?
So I have two computers.
Okay.
So I have the old updates with the EX24.
Okay.
And then I have my laptop with
Gotcha.
the new sampler. So
Okay.
I still like using the old sampler.
Gotcha.
Better than the new one because I just know it better. But
See, so like, I didn't grow up with that stuff, so I use Serato when I'm
Serato
sampling.
sampler?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
So like, I still use Serato more than the stem splitter on Logic because it's easier to get it on tempo and everything for me. But the stem splitter does sound better. I'm not gonna lie. Like it splits some better, but like it just depends on what I'm trying to do. But like I personally I like Serato more to sample. Do you use
you produce?
No, I used to, but yeah, not anymore. Kind of want to get back into it, but I've just been mainly focused on the engineering side.
See, I find producing more fun right now. Maybe it's because like my clients, I don't have as many clients now as I did last year or early last year. But like, so it's like when I'm not producing a lot, I'm engineering heavy and vice versa. So I feel like, but producing seems more fun than engineering right now. But I started as an engineer, so it's like, I don't know.
Let me ask you. Let me ask you guys this because we've been in there for a long time. I've been in the game for a minute, so burnout is a real thing. You know, no matter if you give me a steak every day, eventually you're gonna be like, man, I'm tired of steak, right? So I feel like music is the same thing. You have to find a balance of how to stay motivated. Not saying I'm not gonna want to do music, but for me, it's like I do a couple things in the music industry. Like I don't just do studio. I play a instrument, so I do live gigs. I produce. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always around the game. So that kind of keeps me. Cause like when I started out, I was just engineering or I was just producing,
Right.
and that's all I did. So it's like somebody hits you up and be like, "Dang, bro, I need a break." But now I could be producing or engineering all day, and then somebody hit me up like, "Hey, you want to play a gig?" I'm like, "Yes." That gives me a break to get out the studio, but it's still like I'm around the homies, you know, and the music. So I wanted to give y'all's take. You know, y'all been doing it for some while. Are y'all at the point of burnout, or y'all like, nah, I want to live this all day, every day, the same thing, or what's y'all's take on that?
I'd say I was at a burnout about 6 years ago.
Okay.
Just
So you've been doing it for a while too. How long you been doing it?
I got out of school in 2016 in college for it. So
almost 10 years, almost creeping up.
yeah, it's not. It's crazy to think about. Yeah,
That's good.
yeah.
No,
so,
that is good, though.
So yeah, but I was at the time mainly engineering, and I was kind of helping a friend produce and stuff. But it was just a point where it's like, yeah, I just don't want to do this right now. I need something different and stuff.
Right.
So yeah, I took a break. I took a break from engineering too for like I'd say maybe like 6 months. Yeah, it was a needed break.
Just from engineering though, because you said that was your main thing, or that's your main thing.
Yeah,
Right. So during that 6 months, were you doing any production?
nothing.
Nothing. Oh, you just like
I
music.
was like, I need a break.
Oh. Dang.
Yeah, and then coming back
Man.
because it's like
That's crazy. I feel like right now I'm kind of in a burnout period because I'm 24 and I've been doing music since I was I've been doing it like, I guess you could say my whole life, but like seriously, I would say I'm 24 now. So when college hit, well, really when COVID hit is when I took it like serious because there was nothing else to do.
yeah,
But like when I was in college is when I took it serious, and that's when I had a lot of clients recording rappers on campus and stuff. But I've been doing it since I was a junior in high school. So music overall, I've probably been doing it.
because
for
I was
me.
in band and stuff.
Yeah, I was in
so,
band.
Like I was.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, I didn't even think about that.
I was
I've been in
always a
band since
drummer,
6th grade. Yeah,
drummer in church
Okay.
and all that. So it's like I was
Ah.
just always drumming.
Dang, I
Then-
was always doing melodies.
Yeah, then when I got to college, I was like, all right, I want to do the music stuff, but I was like, at the time, they didn't have like a music production program. They had a recording engineering. I was like, all right, I guess it's good to learn. But then once I got getting familiar with it, I was like, oh, nah, I like this.
Yeah,
This is fun.
No, facts. I'm not gonna lie.
And
Yeah, this
then-
was a whole nother side, to be honest.
And then it's kind of like, I kind of felt bad because it's like I dropped like the creative side. I dropped it completely. So it was like, because when I was in school, literally like 2 years, I did not produce anything, did not try to make anything. I was just like, nah, I just want to see how to mess with the EQ, compress it.
That's
then
crazy.
got out of college, trying to get producing again, couldn't. And I was like, all right, I guess it wasn't meant to be, whatever. So started doing more engineering gigs and stuff. And then, I got to the point where it's like I'm constantly engineering and stuff. I was like, yeah,
I feel like I'm still early because like the more I surround myself around like-minded people that do what we do and stuff, like every day, like being in here with like GP, Purple K, and like, or even like the other night, what's his name? Trinidad James engineer was in here, but he didn't really do nothing. But like we was low key running the session, but like just being around people and hearing different mixes and stuff like that. I'm like, dang, I'm really early in my engineering production stuff. Like it's like, so like for me going back to burnout, I feel like I'm so ambitious. Like I do get burnt out, but I just like I'd be like, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna go. So the longest I've gone without doing music, you said 6 months. I feel like mine was maybe 2 weeks or maybe a month, maybe. But I was still doing music. I just didn't like. I guess it wasn't really that I wasn't making my best music, I guess. But I was still doing it just to be like, hey, no matter what, you just do it. So I haven't got to that point yet, but I feel like I don't know.
Yeah, but it was also the mix for me. It was also the mix of at the time when I was mixing, I wasn't doing it like for money.
Oh, you were just doing it for fun or like just to get
and I
better?
didn't really have people. Period. So at the time, it's like I'm spending all this time doing this, and I'm like, okay, I need to start like bills been
Yeah,
life
that
just,
life
just,
hit life
just started happening. So I was like, all right, let me catch up a little bit, take a break. But like over the time, it's like I just be watching like YouTube videos,
Right?
and just like studio.
Yes, because you still wanted
Like
to.
a video that I do tend to watch over a lot is when J. Cole produced Power Trip.
Bro,
I watched that video like
that's crazy.
very like
What was the album? Not album. Maybe we were thinking about the same thing, but it was a documentary, and he would walk through the house of where he did it and all that stuff.
oh no, it was just him just working on Power Trip. It was like an
Damn.
8-minute video.
For real?
Yeah, I just watched it. I was like, all right, cool.
Damn, I never seen that one. I'm not gonna lie. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to.
It's an old one.
inspiring. It's good.
Yeah, because it's like you just see how he made it, and it's just like in the studio. It's like 4 a.m.
Damn,
And
he
it's-
wanted it bad.
Yeah, it's
He
yeah.
wanted it. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to J. Cole. He wanted it bad though. But damn,
But
like
yeah, like watching like artists or like just engineers in general, just like working on it.
yeah.
I was like, okay, that kind of like
It
Yeah.
reignited
lit that-
something
lit
inside
that
of
fire
you.
back up.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
all right.
yeah.
Yeah, I want to do that. Like, I
See,
wanna get to a point
that's
like
how I feel about being in spaces like this. Like even if I'm not like having sessions yet or like I don't know, producing. Well, I cook up in there, but like even if I'm not the person running the session, I want to be around it because it feels like as long as I'm around it, it's gonna happen for me.
Yeah.
Or like clients will come, like my skill set will get better. Something is going to happen by just me being in the space. So like me at 24, that's like my main goal. Like when I got out of college, bro, I literally was like just trying to videography my way into studios.
Yeah.
Just like, hey, who needs videos? Whatever, I can do this XYZ. And at the time, a lot of people didn't know I do what I do, or produce or engineer and sing, songwrite. Nobody really knew that. So it's like once that I got in those spaces, I was like, yep, this is how you get on it. So it's like, as long as I'm around it, bro.
Yeah.
As long as I'm around
That
it.
was kind of my problem in school because I was like, I'm a shy person.
Mhm.
So like networking was not my strong suit.
Man, it's crazy, bro, because I didn't appreciate until last year. So I've been out of college, 3 years now? So the first year I got out here, I was just like kind of all over the place. And at the tail end, I found a studio that I called home. But like, I was like, I'm still kind of like that. Like, I won't be the first person. No, you good. Come on. What? Oh, you gone? All right.
Hey, y'all gotta see Lori on the
Yeah.
live stream. Come on,
You good?
come get on the live. Man, we got. Let me see.
I don't know.
Man, we got the studio manager here. She like so shy. She don't want to get on.
Hey, what about B room? Is B room locked up? Oh, you texting me? You needed me?
Once again, man, this is
I'll take it
live.
off for
So this is improv, and like I said, man, y'all really seeing how we just be chilling at the studio, man. And for y'all that at a home studio, man, maybe this is like we really want to inspire you guys that, man, sometimes just hanging out is part of the creativity vibe too. So it's not always about hit the ground pavement. Sometimes just hanging out, and before you know it, we might catch a vibe and cook up something. You never know, but sometimes just creating a comfortable invite and atmosphere, and that's why I want to get Lori on. She's right here, but that's kind of like that's the big thing.
Producer, writer. Why y'all ain't turning around cooking up right now?
She talking about producer. Y'all might not can hear. She talking about producer, writer, and she does all of those things.
Yes, she
That's why
does.
she's here.
Justice League right here, like that. But this is really the Warm Studio Society. That's what I'm calling y'all.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all if y'all do want to see her, which is our next topic, be in LA next week for the NAM. She should. Are you gonna be there? You're gonna be there, right?
We'll be there at the Warm Booth.
The Warm Booth. NAM. It's for those that don't know what it is. NAM is it just hold on.
Now,
I know the
whole
stream
thing-
messed up
the whole
now.
stream.
Oh, dang. It went off. Yeah, it froze.
Hold on.
Chris, you ain't have it on?
Yeah, I forgot. Hey man, we still figuring it out. It'll come back in a second, hopefully.
How many people is on live?
I don't. Can you tell you?
Oh, this what we want to see. I ain't never gone live ever.
This is my second
You
time
can still
ever.
hear us though.
Okay, all right.
If y'all can still, all right, Lord.
Yeah, y'all lock up. I gotta go. I'm tired. I see y'all tomorrow. Y'all coming tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I'll be here tomorrow.
Okay, all right.
About.
Close. Ain't nobody else here.
Might as well leave it open. I might go in there and cook up too. I don't know. Since I came all the way out here for these cameras, I'm gonna leave here with something.
Yeah, you good.
Oh, back
Back at it.
at it like a crack addict.
All right, guys. My bad. We
Your SD card, but
my yeah. What were we talking about? Oh, we was talking about the now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So look, everybody's phone going off. We probably gonna be wrapping this live session up here pretty soon, man. But yeah. I was gonna say, come check us out at the Warm Booth in NAM in LA. But we'll get to that in a second, man. What can we inspire the folks watching, man? What can y'all
Shit, I
tell
was
y'all?
hoping y'all was gonna tell me something. I'm always looking for inspiration.
And that's why I said earlier. I was like, man, at this level, you're always looking for information. And honestly, I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story. So my first time when I first got in the game, or my first time going to New York to a major studio, it was at Stadium Red. I don't even know if that studio's still there. It was Just Blaze's old studio. So it's crazy. I knew it was gonna be dope because when I was walking in, it was like on 124th Street in Harlem. So it's like in the hood almost. It's like right on the edge of the hood, and it's nice. You know what I'm saying? So you had to go in, sign a little thing, whatever. But I just went in, and as I was coming up the elevator, Young Guru was coming down the elevator, and that was the first time I saw a Guru. I was like, not really starstruck, but I was because I didn't realize how tall this nigga was. So I was like, that was the first thing that caught me off guard. I was like, because, I play basketball too. So the first thing I was like, hey, man, hold on. What you trying to do, one-on-one? But you go in, and I go in the room. I meet at the time, or still my production partner, shout out to Omen, produced for Dre, Beyonce, Lil Wayne, those type of guys. And we was in the room, and Just Blaze was in there. And this was the first time I was like, okay, I know the rules. I'm new. Get in the corner, shut up, and just chill, But we were just chopping it up. So, it wasn't like that. It wasn't a session yet. But what I found out is I thought I was coming in there just to let's cook up. Like, I got my mind, bro. I'm finna make 40 beats. I'm not going to sleep until I get a placement. And what I found out is, like, bro, everybody was not even in work mode. They sat there for 2 hours talking about a damn speaker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it was on some geeky stuff. They started talking about, yeah, man, I Just Blaze like, yeah, I've blown like 4 speakers on the same track. So, but then they started going to this but this is the one speaker, their frequencies, and if you tie these wires and do da 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 da, and it was the first time, bro, just 35 to like 40 minutes talking about an SD card. You know what I mean? Like, because this is what they do for a living. You know, DJ, hey, do you put your music on your laptop or do you use it on the SD card, that type of stuff. So that's when that's when I realized, you know what? Let me learn the game a little bit more. Let me just not, oh, this is fun, I like the vibe, but let me actually know what I'm playing. And that kind of goes all the way from music theory to, you know, mixing, like learning frequencies, learning what different sounds and instruments, plugins can do to stuff like that, instead of just like, oh, everybody uses the same compressor or the, you know, Chris Lord algae effects, you know, just kind of learning those type of things. But that's what I was going to say, man, like, let's just chopping it up. It's like, man, this is almost what you see in a lot of studios and stuff too, though.
Dang,
that's my story.
Dang, what was I finna ask you? So are you all self-taught?
Yeah, I'm self-taught. Hey, turn that camera just a little bit, or yes, see if we could get us all in there a little bit.
But like as far as music theory.
Yeah, so man, hey, I'm like Andre, man. I grew up in the church, So yeah, I grew up. I didn't go to school for any type of training. It was just kind of playing by ear, filling it out. Yeah. So that was
trial and error.
Yeah,
That's the best way to
trial
learn.
and error. You know, even in the studio, like I didn't go to school for music production, engineering. When I played basketball and I got down here, and how I got in the game, I used to charge people based off of what I needed at the time. So I couldn't get a job. Like I was literally going to McDonald's trying to substitute. Nobody was hiring me, and my friend had Pro Tools, and I was like, bro, I got to make something happen, bro. I don't want to go back to Alabama, so I was sleeping in his laundry room on a futon and everything. And I was like, okay, I need a cell phone. How much is my Sprint bill? $50. I went downtown on the weekends or every night. Hey man, I got a studio, $50 for a beat. You know what I'm saying? I record the whole album, $50. Just give me $50, and that's how I got in the game.
Dang.
And that's how I learned. I messed people's. I lost sessions. But I mean, think about it. Somebody say $50. They probably excited to come in.
Yeah.
So I was working with up and coming artists, but I was up and coming learning the game. So that's how I literally started. To it's like, okay, I got my cell phone bill paid. Now it's $100. I'll do your whole album, $100. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how I started, and then worked my way up. So that's the hustle.
Dang. I feel like my homeboy is actually kind of in that same position, because I feel like I'm like, my grandfather always, he'd be like, learn from other people's mistakes and stuff. So like, I feel like I've lost some sessions. Like I'm still early in my engineering phase, but like I feel like even when you lose some sessions, it's more so not me losing. It's just like, okay, I just don't know what I don't know yet.
Yeah.
So I just have to go find that knowledge and be around other people. Like I can't even tell you how many sessions I just hit up random engineers in Austin and just be like, hey, can I sit in the other session? I'll be taking notes. Like I'll take notes. It's like, dang, I didn't think of this. Or like when Purple K's in here, I'll be sitting with him and he'll throw me on a play, and it'd be crazy, like moments like that. Like I'll be watching him learn, and then he'd be like, hey, you got some beats? I'm like, yeah, like, okay. And he'll be like, all right, send them to me, that way I can do this XYZ. I'm like, dang. And like, that's how I feel like I'm learning right now, because like I have a 9 to 5, so it's like when I'm not at my 9 to 5, I'm still cooking up, I'm still doing this, because like I have like little pockets when I can. But for the most part, I'm like, dang, like I'd rather be in the studio, XYZ. But that extra little money is what I save to like buy my gear and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But that's a little bit about me. But,
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same thing. Doing Amazon,
yeah, no, facts.
getting rent and stuff covered. Come here on my off days and just soak up and just
be a sponge.
yeah,
Yeah.
just try to learn everything, because you just never stop learning, and everybody does everything differently, so you can also
Yes, everybody does. There's no like, man. I just like my favorite nugget I got last week was what did he say? He said there's no bad mix. And I was like, there's bad mix, bro. But when I understood how he meant it, I was like, dang, there's really no bad mix. There's like no bad beat, because like any beat you can theoretically like flip if you really want to. Like, you know, maybe that melody was so bad it gives you an idea how to make something else.
Hey, just real quick, man. I was on somebody's live stream that was doing a beat review. Maybe y'all heard it, but I cracked up, man. He was like, somebody played a beat. He was like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna be honest, man. That beat wasn't good, man. It's like, man, it just sounded like a run-on sentence, man. Like
Run-on sentence is crazy. Run-on sentence is crazy.
I never heard
Run-on
nobody
sentence,
describe
yeah,
a beat as a run-on sentence. He was like, yeah, bro, it's like
Run-on sentence
you
is
just
stupid.
kept like nothing. You
Nothing
need to pause.
changed,
Yeah,
yeah. Oh,
I just
man.
my bad to cut you out, but I thought that was
Nah, that's
hilarious.
funny. Nah, damn. I'd be pissed if somebody told me that. I'd be like, what? But honestly, though, you know what's crazy? Moments like that will make you better.
Yes,
Because,
yeah.
dang,
Facts.
somebody, I remember, like, earlier on when I was, like, making, like, I still make my own music, but, like, it was, like, one of the first songs I made, and then, like, it was on campus, so, like, everybody I engineered for, they all loved it, but, like, you know how it is when, like, people want to see you grow and succeed. They'll, like, boost you a little bit. So then I showed somebody, like, there's this app called Monkey, and it's
Well,
like
you
a
and
random...
these apps.
Well, it's
Not the pink monkey, is it?
No, I don't even know what. I don't know about
okay,
that one.
okay.
It's like a random, like you never ever heard of Omegle?
Yeah.
Okay, it's like Omegle, but so it's like you get on the app, you can talk to anybody anywhere, just random, and then you can skip or whatever. So in college, I was bored one day. I got on there, and I was like my little makeshift studio. I got on there, and I was like, "Hey, y'all want to hear some music?" And it was like, "Yeah." All the girls loved it. Then one guy, he did music too. He was like, "I ain't gonna lie." He was like, "Just keep going." I was like, "What?" I was like, "What does that mean?" But over time, when you do it more, it's like, "Oh, I understand what that means." But like, because of him, I was like, "Man, he don't like my shit." All right, well, I'm gonna make some more. I'm gonna show him. But I never saw that dude again. But
Yeah, I think we all go through it, man. Like I've done it one time, and yeah, I was like, I just know I'm finna get the fire emojis on here. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I got like it was crazy. My first two were like fire emojis,
Yeah.
and then I got like a trash emoji. I was like, what?
yeah,
And then like somebody got a fire emoji and the like the shit emoji at the same time. I was like, how, bro?
Fire
Like,
shit. Fire
yeah,
shit.
bro. Hey, man, internet, bro. Y'all can be some cruel folks, but
Yeah.
hey, honesty is sometimes. Let's speak on that, man. Is honesty the best key in the studio? Like y'all are engineers, you producers. Like if somebody, if y'all working with, are y'all gonna step up and say, man, nah, that shit, we need to do it again? How do y'all deal with that?
I've never told an artist like recording them like, yeah, like this sucked. No,
It's tricky. I mean, because they're paying you.
they're paying you, and it's
You
like
know,
I mean,
if yeah, I don't know.
my thing is, I've been in a bunch of sessions where the rapper, well, I mean, from experience, it's always been a rapper, but like people that really care about their craft, they gonna want to know for real.
Yeah.
And I do think about the money too, but I know me being who I am, I know that me being honest, especially if they really love their craft, like if they really trying to do this, I know how that feels. Because if I was paying for studio time and if I'm not hitting that hoe, tell me. Like I'm paying for it. So I feel like depending on the artist,
Yeah, if they like have an act like they come off as like very cocky, then it's like, all right,
yeah.
nah,
I mean, so like there was sessions I used to have with certain rappers, like, and they would be like doing their thing or whatever, and I'm like, man, he really should do this over again. But they won't do it. They just want to freestyle. I'm like, hey, I'll say something. He'll be like, nah, I like that take. I'm like, yeah, but it wasn't your best. Like, I feel like you can do better. He'd be like, man, I'm not worried about that. Let's go. I'm like, okay, cool. Once you act like that, all right, cool. Like, I'm not gonna give you my input. But when I'm working with like singers or
they
R&B
come up to you
artists,
and be like, hey,
yeah,
how did that sound?
so most of the time I'm like, we'll spend like, and it sucks because I never want to waste nobody's time. But if you think about it, I'm not wasting their time. So like, when I mean this, is like sometimes singers, like I'll hear like they might hit a run or something, and I'm like, dang, I know you can hit it better because I've heard you do it. So let's hit it as many times as we need to right now. That way we can just get it rolling.
Yeah.
But you also have to know, it's like pros and cons. Like you have to know when to say stuff.
Yeah, you can't just
How
be like,
to say
yeah,
it,
you
and
gotta
then like, is this something they like? I know they can do better, but is this the best it's gonna get right now? But like, like I was saying, like working with R&B singers, like they want to know. You know what I'm saying? Like they want to know. Some rappers want to know too, but like they want to be like, hey, like should I really do it? Like let's do it. Let's do it. It's not hitting. No, okay. Like it's just like it's just when to say stuff and knowing your artist. I think that's the big
it just
key.
depends on the artist.
What you
really.
think?
Nah, I agree with everything you said. Depends on the art. I was watching an interview with who was it? Stitch? Nah, who was it? It was dang, I forget the engineer who he was working with. He did what's the dude? Anyway, I can't think of the name. But anyway, I was like the artist, like the dance, like
What
you know
dance is
the
that?
Anyway, but yeah, he was working with an artist, and he was like, yeah, I worked with him for 3 years, and I was like, he was like, man, I can probably tell him like 5 times where I like, hey, do it over. Like he was one of those guys that he knew to kind of step back a little bit, but other artists, he was like, know your play. I think it depends on the artist. It's not what you say. Sometimes it's how you say it. That's a big thing. But at the same time, I'm a firm believer is, hey man, it's our job to, like I said, to keep learning, to get better. Like you're paying us for our expertise, and if you're paying us for our expertise, then I think you should be open to our professional opinion. It is your record. You do whatever you want to do. You release it however you want. But I think if I'm a musician, I play piano, so I know scales. I know what a major scale is like. So if we in the key of C and you sing a note that's A flat, I'm be like, bro, that's not like that doesn't. It's not supposed to work. Like I know, okay, let's take that down a half step. You're a little sharp. Go to G or go to A and fit the scale. Just the wrong note, and kind of explain it in a way that they don't sound like because the studio is all a vibe.
Yeah.
And I think as producer engineers, we want to keep the vibe going and have them excited. So. But yeah, I think we should say something. And music, bro, it's our job to keep the culture going. We want to expand. We want to take the music to another level. And how we gonna do that if nobody steps up and be like, hey, bro, I play basketball. If you turn the ball over, your whole team will be like, come on, man. Come on, man. You got it. Come on. Pat you on the back. It's not we saying you shit, but it's like, hey, bro, we're in this together. Come on, man. Like, we know you got it. That's why we on you. So, yeah, man. Well, man, shoot, what time is it? Man, bro, I was going to give y'all a studio tour. But I think we might have to set that up for a whole nother video. But we here, man. We at Warm Audio's studio. Hey, man, y'all, before we get off, man, let everybody know where they can find y'all at, man. Social media, what kind of projects, what y'all working on, and how to hire y'all for some services out there.
Well, I'm on Instagram and TikTok. Well, if TikTok does not get banned, I think it's still getting banned, right? I don't know. Well, either way, you can find me on Instagram, MixItKennon. Mix It and KENNON. I work on everything, mainly producing right now, but like engineering, songwriting, everything, whatever you need, just DM me. Or collabs even, loops, whatever, everything.
Yeah, I'm just on IG. Harry, not Styles, not with 2 T's. And yeah, engineering, mixing, mastering, whatever, just hit me up.
Yeah, man. Let me get in here. It's your boy. Hey, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm gonna put a little music on for y'all, man. Catch a vibe, man. This last 2 minutes out, man. But yeah, man. Holla at everybody, man. Like I said, this is Warm Audio Studios. We're in Texas, Leander, Texas. This is a phenomenal studio. They've put millions and millions of dollars into this place to really deliver a world-class product, and we've worked with, it's been, I think just last month, it was, Corey Henry's here. They had Chad Smith with the Red Hot Chili Peppers, is that his last name?
Yes.
Chad Smith. We've had NBC, The Voice contestants. We've had, I don't know who's in the B room right now. Black Odyssey. He just got off a tour from Africa and Europe. And we've had people that are working on local independent projects as well. So it's a good hybrid studio. The thing is, if you ever do want to get out your home studio and really get that professional sound, even if it's not this studio, definitely look into it. We're at the age now where we do have access to, some really cool resources. So we're just opening up and letting you guys know, hey, we are a resource. So tap in with us. You know, follow us on social media, all that good stuff. We want to be friends. We want to be with you guys. But yeah, this is, bro. We still don't have a name for the show. I don't know what you call it. You know, we just want to give y'all un poquito más. This is the worst show on YouTube. I promise you guys, this is so horrible. This is so bad because I'm on it, right? But anyway, man, it's your boy Kris KeyZ, man. You can find me on all those. Y'all see how I spell the name with a Z on the end. Y'all spell it right, man. Talk to me nice. Holla at y'all. Peace.